Good afternoon, everybody. Give you a persuasive speech today. The references I referenced today for my speech are the Tread Lightly organization and the SEMA Action Network. Do you enjoy doing things outdoors? Do you enjoy being able to go outside with your family and enjoy the great outdoors? Well, I do, and I'm pretty sure most of y'all do too. However, there are government laws and agencies out there right now, every day, trying to close down our public lands for recreational use. On a good side of that, though, is there are plenty of agencies out there that are trying to combat this situation. But it's not just up to them. You and I also need to get involved to help stop this. The Wilderness Act of 1964 states that the government can classify any land as wilderness land, and once the land is classified as a wilderness, it can no longer be used for any recreational activities. Also, a purview law of that is the Wilderness Study Areas Law. What this means is that the government can say a certain portion of the land is designated as a wilderness study area, and that at some point they need to make a decision as to what that land is going to be used for, whether they're going to classify it as a wilderness or they're going to go ahead and keep the land open for public use. The loophole to this law, though, is there is no time limit for how long the government keep a land as a wilderness study area. Also, the Endangered Species Act of 1973, which the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service likes to use a lot to say that a particular plot of land is home to some type of endangered species. However, there has been research showing that the lands that the U.S. Fish and Wild Service has designated as a endangered species is not actually home to any endangered species whatsoever. So now that we've talked about some of these laws and agencies that are out there trying to take away our public lands, let's talk about some of the agencies that are there to help us keep our public lands open. First, you have SEMA-SAN, which is the Specialty Equipment Market Association Action Network. SEMA started off as a company to keep aftermarket parts legal for vehicles for street and highway use. Here recently, they've gotten into going to Congress and lobbying to keep our public lands open for recreational use. They have not only do they go to Congress and lobby, but they also pay money to different congressmen, states, and things like that, the same as other big businesses do, to help get their point across. Next, we have the Tread Lightly organization, which started as a program under the U.S. Forest Service in 1985. In 1990, they became a nonprofit organization. Currently, the Tread Lightly organization, the biggest thing that they do to help you and I keep our public lands open is they educate people on not only how to properly use our lands, but what to do when they're out enjoying wildlife and enjoying the outdoor lands. They teach things such as pack it in, pack it out. In other words, if you bring trash on the trail or you bring trash outdoors with you, you bring it back home with you. They also teach things like don't make new bypasses on a trail. So if you go out somewhere, you're hiking, you're mountain biking, you're off-roading, don't make a new trail. Stay on the designated trail that's out there. So now that we've discussed the bad agencies and we've had a chance to look at the good agencies, now it's on to you. For those of you who enjoy the outdoors, enjoy going out and doing things with your family, and just generally enjoy being outdoors, you need to get involved. Whether it's signing up for something that's Tread Lightly, or simply when you go out somewhere to go fishing, maybe pick up some litter, things like that. These small steps are just anything that you and I can do to help keep our public lands open for recreational use and not let the government close them down until one day we won't be able to go anywhere that's not on a public roadway.